All right. Okay, so here we are officially at the OutCenter virtual happy hour.
Woo! Hey, Carly, how are you?
Friday. Hey, good. How are you?
I'm good. It is Friday, everybody. Remember, happy Friday, Carly.
That's right. Thank you. Thank you. For those of you who I know I haven't met too many people, I'm kind of new to the OutCenter crew. My name is Carly Hubers, and I'm a board member at the OutCenter. Super excited to be here and say hello to everyone. I'll pass it over to Alex.
Hi, everybody. We met on Wednesday. I'm Alex. I'm the new program coordinator for the OutCenter. I use they, them pronouns. And Carly, what pronouns do you use?
I use she, her pronouns.
Fantastic.
Nice to meet you all officially.
Yes. Carly's a delight, everyone. So I'm glad that she's here and she gets to be, part of the OutCenter virtual happy hour at home.
I realize that we're pointing at each other, but I don't know where we're going to show up on the video. But
anyway, here's Carly, and she's a girl.
What do we have going on? I know. Tell me.
Yes, this is like a loosey-goosey evening. We're just going to give you updates about the center, check in, see how you're doing, check in with each other. I'm going to be making 2 orange drinks because those of you who know, the gay pride flag, each color has, a meaning, and orange is the color of healing. And so we figured might as well give some healing, but also make it fun. So adult healing will happen tonight. And I guess Carly already has her wine, so I might as well get started.
Ew.
Foremost.
I have to admit, I'm a little embarrassed about how low this is, but I was logged on a little earlier than we started recording. So we'll just say that's what happened.
I'm making the drink out of a used marinara sauce can. So you're in good company and it's okay.
That's perfect. That's so great.
Perfect. So this drink that we're going to make that's a wonderful orange is called a creamsicle. My mom loves them. It's 1 shot of vanilla vodka, which I'm just going to guess at. That sounds good to me.
Have you seen that meme of a lady dumping like 1 shot of vodka? I don't know.
1 shot of vodka. And then it's going to be 1 to 3 for orange soda. And then if you have it, they recommend that you put whipped cream on top. If you can, I personally don't own whipped cream. So this is going to be it for me. And just give it a swirl. And then you have an obnoxiously orange drink that will heal you if you happen to be over 21.
Woohoo! That's perfect. That's the way to go. And the whole reason for doing a hangout in the first place was to give a little bit of healing in this weird season. Touch base with each other. This is a strange season for all of us, regardless of where we are.
And regardless of who we are, right now is hard, and our love and peace is with you, and hopefully you are in a safe space and you are surrounded by people who love you, because Carly and I love you, and we want you to know that. Everyone at the OutCenter, all of our volunteers and all of our staff love you and want you to know that this is a hard time. We appreciate you, and we hopefully will see you on the other side. And in order to help with that, we have some online programs. So if you are in need of support, we have teamed up with Affirmations to provide a menagerie of support groups. So we now offer addiction support services and support groups, as well as more niche discussion-based support groups as well. So we now are really excited to have not only our scheduled programs such as Teen Pride, Coffee and Conversation with the Feldmans, and the League of Extraordinary Genders, but we also have groups like LGBT millennials and queer people of color support groups. So if you are looking for support, we have you covered. And just introduced, starting for the first month, next Wednesday, the 27th, we have a new program that's Coffee with Candy. We love coffee here. It's very important to us. And it is a support group aimed towards people who come out later in life. So if you have come out later in life, are thinking about coming out, or questioning yourself and happen to be later in life, this is a great time for you to get support and connect with other people. It'll be via Zoom, and all that information is on our program calendar. And we have also, we'll put it up on our social media pages tomorrow. So hopefully that is a wonderful group that you can join. But if you can't get to a group, you can't join video or be on the phone, and you still want to connect with the queer community, we are going to be starting a check-in process. So we will have a form for you to submit saying, I want the OutCenter staff to check in and say hi with me and just talk with me. And we will shoot you a text, an email, or give you a phone call and let you know that we are here and talking with you. And it looks like we have another person joining us. Hello.
Is MJ Schnell, our lovely executive director, joining in.
Hi, MJ. And MJ is maybe one of those people who might be, shooting you a text and saying, hey, this is a hard quarantine time. We hope you're doing okay, and we're thinking about you. We are, not a crisis center, but there are plenty of crisis hotlines that you can text, you can jump online, and you can give a call if you need it. So please, if you are in any state of crisis, don't be afraid to reach out to the appropriate people, and know that we love and support you, and that it's Friday. It's Friday.
Woo-hoo. If people want to get plugged into that, Alex, what's the best way for them to be watching for that initiative to start?
Yes, so that'll pop up on our social media pages as well as our website. I'm sure that I will be super annoying and pushy to our executive board, who will also be sharing it through their networks as well. So keep an eye out for that on our social media pages as well as our website. Salud.
Hooray, perfect. That is great, awesome. Now, besides those things, I know that there are a bunch of events coming up from the OutCenter in the next couple weeks. Where?
Oh, yeah, Carly, how many events do we have scheduled for the month of June? Only like 2 a week, right?
2 a week at this point, because June is Pride Month. Coming up, we're super excited. The events committee at the OutCenter, along with the help of the staff, have put together quite a few different ways that you can plug in and engage with the OutCenter. Come join us at happy hours like this, different activities. If you want to know about those, you can log on to our website to check out the events calendar, and see our social media pages as well. Invites and information about those events will be there. It's also probably worth noting that on the OutCenter website, there's also a link to OutCenter at Home. And OutCenter at Home has been, cheers, the hub for all of our virtual events that we've been having in the last few weeks and in the next coming weeks. So check out that section of our website as well for more specific things that have to do with stay-at-home events.
Yeah, and so if you're not about happy hours like this, say, you are not into alcoholic creamsicles, I support you in that. It's not the best drink I've ever had, but it is orange. We have events like yoga and meditation, talent shows, perhaps a cooking program in case you need a new recipe because you're tired of cooking the same food over and over again. And I personally never want to see rice and beans again. I don't know about you, Kylie, but I'm tired of it.
Absolutely. I think I'm single-handedly supporting the local restaurants on my street. No shame.
Yeah. So I mean, if you have the ability and you can support local, for sure, our local restaurants are hurting and we want to give them as much love and support as the staff wants to give to you. But if you can't, rice and beans, my friends.
There you go. Perfect. I think it's also worth noting, since we're on the topic of events, that next week, is it Wednesday already, the 27th, we're having what we're calling a block party. Very similar setup to this, but everyone is invited to log in to this Zoom call so that we can see all of your lovely faces, or at least hear your lovely voices. It's just a chance for us to chat together as a group, say hi, check in, see how y'all are doing in this season. So if you would be interested, you can check out that event on our social media or our website and get the link, the Zoom link, so that you can log in and chat with us live, just like we're chatting with each other now. But
and we would love to see you.
Yeah.
It's going to be a fun event where we just check in with each other, swap some rice and bean recipes, and have, I don't know, some drinks, some talks, whatever kind of support you need in this time. We want to be there with you.
Yeah. And this block party is open to anybody of all ages. So that's kind of the switch from this happy hour theme, maybe geared more towards adults. Block party, we're looking for families, allies, community members, whoever would like to join. We'd love to have you be a part of the conversation next Wednesday. It's gonna be great.
Next Wednesday, the 27th. If you're not going to be at Coffee with Candy, join us at the block party. We'll be happy to see you.
Great. Yes. But again, all this information can be found on our website and our social media.
Everyone should check out our Facebook page. MJ and I fill that Facebook page up pretty regularly with just fun stuff, peaceful stuff, programs and events. It is a good spot. Check out the Facebook page. Yeah. I think this link will be on our Facebook page too. And eventually you all will get sick of this beautiful face.
Never. That's not a thing. Never, MJ. Never, never. That's great. Yeah, so we're super excited about what's coming up in the month.
So for those of you who obviously know, June is Pride Month. We're very excited. It's going to be very different than it's been in years past. I know we were lucky enough to just celebrate, 50 years of Stonewall, but this year it'll be predominantly digital. And if you are looking for a menagerie of Pride events, check out GLAAD's page. GLAAD is having essentially a catalog of all digital Pride events that are going on across the nation. So if you are, missing home, if you happen to be from a different state, this is a great way an easy way to check in and see what's going on at home. And then just to build a national level of camaraderie that we need in this time of not only, COVID-19, but, the future of rebuilding what our new normal is going to look like. It looks like MJ just threw the website into the chat. Thank you so much, MJ. You're the best. And you know who else is the best, Carly?
Who's that?
People who donate to the OutCenter.
That was a flawless transition. We love it.
Thanks. I am gearing up for my radio and NPR fundraising. I think that's my new calling. So
tell us about the ways we can donate, Alex.
Yes. So the main way that you can donate right now is through our website. We have a donation link both on the main page and on the OutCenter at Home page, because we can't provide programs like this to you without donations and without your support. Thanks, Carly, for throwing the donation link into the page, because we are doing our best every day to bring you programs and support, and we're at a point where we need support too. So I hate making a fundraising pitch in the middle of a lively chat, but that's the truth of it, folks. Sorry about it.
Sorry about it.
Say it. I will, have to have another creamsicle to address the fact that I asked for fundraising, but hey, gotta do what you gotta do.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Mm-hmm.
while we're making shameless plugs, I feel like
Shameless plug, go for it.
it is worth noting that we couldn't do this without donors and sponsors and people who support the OutCenter on a regular basis. So we're super thankful to some of our top sponsors: Whirlpool, Midwest Family Broadcasting, Four Winds Casino, DC Cook, LMC, Morse Hospitality, and so many more local organizations and businesses that support what the OutCenter does. Super thankful for their support.
And we want to be thankful for you too. Make sure I run out of fingers. Help us donate, help us win, help us, advocate and create greater equality in Southwestern Michigan. Absolutely. Where we need it, when we need it. That should be our motto.
When we need it.
Equality, when we need it, where we need it.
Awesome, that's so good. Alex, you had mentioned something that triggered a question in my mind, that Pride Month coming up in June. Yep. Way faster, it's June already, believe it or not. But you had mentioned how it's going to look so different this year. And I think that's sort of a sentiment that a lot of us are feeling about so many things lately. I was curious just to hear from your perspective, like, what does that feel like? Pride Month being different, also just this season in general. What have you seen that's been either helpful in this time or something difficult?
So, I personally have been struggling. It's been very isolating and very lonely. I love and appreciate my roommates very much for being around, but for those of you who don't have a lot of roommates or by yourselves, like my deepest love and pride goes to you. Like, to have survived this long and to still be with us, I'm so proud of you. Thank you so much. And I will also say that digital pride doesn't actually bother me that much, because the LGBT community has survived epidemics and plagues before, and we'll do it again. There's nothing gonna stop us from celebrating, whether it be online, whether it be in the streets or in our homes. We have proven resilient, we have proven proud, we have proven strong. I know so many Pride events were canceled immediately out of care for the community. And I think that so many other organizations and places should really take a cue from how we're handling this as an LGBT community on how to safely take care of other communities. So digital pride, it stinks, it's not great. I would love to be throwing flowers around at a physical parade, but I will say that we've done it before, and we'll do it again, and we'll do it again if we have to. We're not going anywhere, and we're going to celebrate right here, right now. You're welcome.
We need it, how we need it, where we need it.
When we need it, where we need it, and we need it at home right now. And we have you covered with our events and programs, as well as Glab's events and programs. That'll be in the state and nationwide.
That's right.
I know that's like a hard act to follow, Carly, but how are you doing?
No, good. Yeah, I think I'm sure, like many of you, I think the thing I've been struggling with the most this season is this unknowing feeling, or this kind of caught in the in-between of what's this going to look like in the future. It was one thing to practice social distancing and deal with this for 2 weeks at a time, but now we're at this stage where things maybe are feeling a little unknown or unofficial, and that for me is feeling a little uncomfortable. But it helps to reach out to your community in times like that and know that we take it week at a time, we take it a month at a time, what we can, but to constantly be thinking about the light at the end of the tunnel, right? And that there's hope in all things, that there's a community of people here. So MJ is sending our support. Her mic's not working, but that's okay. Sending her love. Yes. So I think I feel really hopeful in that, even on the days that feel frustrating and unsure. That's okay. That's part of the resilience of and the beauty of humanity and community, I think, So just clinging to that, It
Yeah.
doesn't make program planning very easy, or our job. That's okay. That's okay. I'm super excited for, it's been really cool to see how technology has brought people together in ways that we really didn't expect, or that this is possible. I feel like I'm connecting with friends or community members that I never would have been able to talk to face to face, because this is sort of our platform right now, this Zoom atmosphere, and I'm loving it. It's okay with me.
Yeah, I've been able to reconnect with so many people that I, didn't expect to talk to again.
Right.
And that I wouldn't have been able to talk to prior.
Right.
Friends who scattered to the winds, people who live in Maine, people who live in DC, people who live in Florida. It's fantastic. And what I find actually reassuring, for self-disclosure, I have anxiety. So what's been very reassuring for my anxiety is everybody's in this position. Right. It's not just me. And I think that although it's hard to take solace in group trauma and group suffering, it is reassuring to know that I'm not the only person who is suffering. And I will say that, this is a huge trauma. This is a nationwide trauma that we are all actively going through. Our level of uncertainty and our fight or flight senses should not have been engaged this long. It's bad for the equilibrium for the human body, and it's bad for, our ability to make cognitive decisions and to plan for the future. So whatever you're upset about at home, about being canceled because of this, that is so okay. Doesn't matter if it was a graduation or a prom or, I don't know, a trip to the carnival. Maybe it was just going and getting ice cream at the ice cream parlor across the street. Okay to be upset about that. It's really okay. Every feeling that you're feeling right now is okay. It is valid and it is true. And I will encourage you to accept those feelings and to let them flow through you in the healthiest manner that you can, because this is a global trauma. It's not just nationwide. It's not just you on your street corner. The whole world is hurting right now. And whatever hurt you have, it is true. And I think that's a message that especially our youth really need to remember and hear.
Yep. Yeah, and regardless of how difficult it might be to accept this community and nation and worldwide trauma, the knowing that you're not alone in it, no, you can't deny that that's helpful, right? It's important.
So helpful.
Yeah.
I'd like to thank my antidepressants and the fact that everyone's going through this together.
There's no manual for this.
I'm okay.
Yeah. And MJ is always quick. I will honor you in this to say we are not alone in this. Oh my gosh, she literally just typed and said, you're not alone in this. We belong to each other. That is constantly something I think I'm thankful for MJ to be able to remind us, but I hope that the three of us are sending that out to all of you watching, that we are here for you. And that's what these next couple weeks we're hoping to really shine out through the events that we offer and the opportunities to engage, that we're pumped to be here with you, for you.
Yeah, and for those, all those events, where you need it, when you need it. Also, there are so many fantastic ways to connect. If you don't want to be seen on a video chat with us, you can join so many of our programs via phone. You can, when you join via phone, you join anonymously. We encourage you to share at least your first name and your pronouns so we can, include you in the conversation the best we can. But that is open and available for anyone who wants that level of, anonymity. I'm afraid of technology. I'm very bad at technology. I think I've said that 800 times a day. And joining all of our programs requires about 2 pushes of a button.
Yeah.
About 2. Yeah. Some of them require 3, but most of them are 2. I think joining this Zoom call today was only 1. Thank you, Carly. And so the barrier, the technology barrier isn't as grand as it seems. I find it way easier to not compartmentalize how it happens, but to know that it does happen and that you can just do it. I don't understand anything about binary code or computers. The fact that I have a supercomputer in my pocket every day is very bizarre to me. But it's easy to join our programs with 1 link, 2 links, at maximum 3 links. And if you ever need support joining a program or an event, you can shoot me an email. It's alex@outcenter.org. If MJ or Carly could throw that into the chat, that'd be super. And now they're both going to do it. This is a test to see who does it first. The whole trick the whole time. Haha, Carly won. Anyway, send me an email. I will call you. I can walk you through it. It's so easy to have self-agency and to, accept care online. And we're going to do our best to make sure that you can do it safely and securely. A lot of our programs shared by affirmations, you need a passcode to join first. It helps prevent all bad actors. And a lot of our programming have ways to protect bad actors as well. So you will be joining a safe space, an easy to join space, and one that we want you to be in because you're welcome there.
That's exactly right. And I think along those same lines, that's part of the reason why we have pre-registration for some of these electronic events or pre-signups, just another added level of security to make sure we know who's interested in logging in, and at least that commitment to commit to a community of respect and conversation together.
And as MJ just added, all of our Google Hangouts events are via HIPAA compliant Google Hangouts. So the League of Extraordinary Genders and Teen Pride specifically, I know, use Google Hangouts, and they are safe, HIPAA compliant, and led by a fantastic staff. So if you ever want to check out who is leading the conversations and, just to know who you're going to be talking to, feel free to check out our website. All of our program staff's faces are up there. You can see who's who and who's doing what, as well as our executive board photos are being added as well. So we want you to know who we are so we can help you figure out who you are, because we're in this together. Okay. And so many people need support right now, and we're just here to give support. We have so much love to give. Accept it.
Accept it. Where you need it, when you need it.
When you need it.
Awesome. Yeah.
And Southwest Michigan.
That's right. Yeah. And worth mentioning again, always reach out via email. Any questions that aren't answered in this video or in any other capacity, you can always ask. We're happy.
Oh, Carly, I have an exciting thing. Do you like to read books?
I love to read books. Tell me more. I would show you our bookcase, but I'm not sure.
Oh no, oh no, oh no.
No, it's
not making me jealous. Don't.
Tell us your excitement.
I was saying that we have now paired up with the Benton Harbor Library. So if you have a Benton Harbor library card, we now have an OutCenter recommends section on their website, as well as their social media, with books that we have either read as a staff or vetted as a center to be either including LGBT characters or being LGBT themed and narrative written. A lot of the books recommended are part of the #Own Voice Actors initiative, which is a collection of books written, it's a collection of books written by someone of a specific identity about that identity. So you actually have trans people writing trans stories or queer people writing queer stories. And it's a fantastic initiative. What our librarian, Libby, has been actively in making sure that we include it in all that we do. So if you like to read and you need something to do, check out the Benton Harbor Library. If you live in Benton Harbor And if you live in another place, a lot of the online services that the library has provided are all interconnected, and you would be able to probably find that book online as well. So check out their Overdrive and grab yourself a book to read. I mean, we got time.
This is a good season for that. Absolutely. What a cool service. That's awesome.
It's awesome. Libraries are my favorite.
Good things. Good things. Well, I know we're nearing the about 30-minute mark, so I don't know if y'all have anything else you would like to add, announcements-wise or word-wise. I know MJ is typing to us, so didn't know if there's anything you want to add.
Well, while MJ's doing that, I'll take you through another drink.
Good. You can.
Yeah. Tequila Sunrises. I think it's what it's called. I don't know.
What is it called? Say that again.
Tequila Sunrise. Silver tequila. As much as you think a shot is. I don't know. Every day is a mystery.
That looks good.
Doesn't it? An orange juice?
Yes.
I finish this by the time MJ finishes sending her thing. It's about 3 parts orange juice, 1 part tequila, and just a splash of cranberry on the top. So you get that beautiful sunrise texture. Yeah, let me put it up there.
Man, our next cooking class we offer in a couple of weeks should be Drinks with Alex.
I know, we should have it. For those of you who don't know, I was a bartender part-time in college. Just fun, just fun, Alex, thanks.
That's perfect. Our next happy hour will be sharing jobs we used to have before.
Yeah, that sounds great.
That's great.
Nothing says bring the queer community together like I had this unfortunate job. What unfortunate job did you have?
Here's what I dealt with. I love it. Love it. Oh.
It's so good.
Cheers. Well, that's great. Terrific. Well, I feel pretty pumped about what's coming up. We will definitely post this where y'all can get a hold of the information, and we'll post the links as well that we shared. Remember to check out the schedule of events and the OutCenter at Home specific section of the website. You'll kind of see the virtual type social events we have going on, particularly next week's block party. We would love to have you all join and either hear your lovely voices or see your faces next Wednesday. And also plenty of spaces on the website to donate if you're interested or able to do that. So great.
Thank you, Carly, for all the events that you and the events committee have thrown together. Thank you, MJ, for your silent support. And most importantly, everybody remember it's Friday and we love you.
Yay, perfect. That's great. Contact us anytime. Love you all. Have a great weekend.